Today on Newsbeat, the student government election results are in.
And although elections are over, the rest of the week is a busy one for the LSU campus.
And the state legislature has new things to say about the education issue.
All this and more, Newsbeat starts now. Good evening and welcome to Newsbeat. I'm Bess Casterly.
And I'm Michael Edmondson. Thanks for joining us.
It's been quite an eventful past 2 weeks for student government candidates, but the time is now and the election results are here. We have Kira Schutte out there now to tell us what's going on. Kira, how's it going over there?
I'm here at the Live Oak Lounge with Clay Tufts and Taylor Lambert, and they just became our student government president and vice president. So how are y'all feeling?
So great. I mean, words can't explain it. I'm just so ecstatic right now. Once we saw our names highlighted, it was like a dream come true.
And what do y'all want to tell the students as your first thing as president and vice president?
Just that we're ready to get to work. I mean, this is when the work begins, actually. We've been working for months preparing for this, but now it actually starts and we're ready. We're ready to go.
Thank you guys so much. Back to y'all at the desk.
Thanks, Kira, and there you have it. Congrats to Next Step.
In other student government news, the Groovin' on the Ground's location has been moved due to inclement weather. These are a couple words like inclement weather that LSU is certainly familiar with. Students on Target announced this afternoon on Facebook that the event will be moved to the Baton Rouge River Center.
College sports, the National Labor Relations Board said college athletes at Northwestern University can create the nation's first union of college athletes. This means football players at the Big Ten school qualify under federal law as employees. Right now, the push to unionize is aimed at private schools because the Federal Labor Agency doesn't have jurisdiction over public universities. LSU's athletic department hasn't commented publicly about today's ruling. Earlier this year, we asked baseball coach Paul Maneri if he favors unionization. He doesn't.
I mean, it's amateur athletics. You know, I think that's the thing that makes college different than professional sports, and I'm just not in favor of unionization. I'm not in favor of paying athletes beyond the full scholarship. I think the kids that have full scholarships ought to be grateful they have that.
The Associated Press reports the university plans to appeal the decision to labor authorities in Washington. Again, right now the ruling affects only private universities, not public schools like LSU.
Well, from the ice storms we've had this year to the heat and everything, it's certainly been pretty unpredictable.
And it's cold again today.
Definitely. Let's turn it over to Christian Bennett so she can tell us what we can experience for the rest of the night.
Wednesday was unusually chilly with highs only reaching 60 degrees. Tonight we're going to see temperatures dropping into the 50s with wind speeds at 10 miles per hour and a 20% chance of rain. It's officially time to pull out your sweatshirts and boots again because it's going to be a cold night. Today's Instapic comes from the always lovely Campus Watch anchor Jennifer Vance. It was a dreary day out, but we can look forward to some nice weather this weekend. I'll tell you all about it later in the show.
Thanks, Christian. Is the legislator pressuring LSU to focus on STEM field programs? Tiger TV reporter Kira Schutte takes a closer look at Senate Bill 377.
Soon people will be comparing the University of Alabama and LSU for non-football reasons. Senator Conrad Appel introduced a bill that would change the way LSU is funded by the state, partly by comparing LSU to other research institutions in the South. This bill would set up a committee to create an equation that would dictate how state funds are allocated to universities in Louisiana. Some factors of this equation would include retention rate, graduation rate, number of degrees produced, and workforce development. President of the LSU Senate, Kevin Coate, fears that this bill would be counterproductive to the purposes of a university.
The purpose of the university is to provide students, as the word university, derived from universal, suggests, with the full range of possibilities. This bill, unfortunately, gives the university a tremendous temptation to favor those students or those programs that are in the currently favored fields.
LSU student Victoria Rutledge is concerned that a lack of funding will negatively impact the university.
Bill could be counterproductive. If funding is based on how a school is doing and a school loses funding, then it's just that much less money that the school has to improve itself.
This bill will soon go to the full Senate for consideration.
People for and against Senate Bill 377 believe that their idea is what's best for education in Louisiana. But students here at LSU have to ask themselves whether this is a change in funding or focus. This is Kira Schutte with Tiger TV.
This bill was introduced and rejected during the last legislative session.
When we come back, it's a disco, but it's silent. Jennifer Vance has the details.
And a couple of parachuters are in custody after jumping off the World Trade Center. Stay with us.
Welcome back. I'm Jennifer Vance, and this is your weekly Campus Watch Report. The Manship School of Mass Communication is hosting a networking night for Mass Comm and pre-Mass Comm students. The event, sponsored by WVRZ, will give students the opportunity to mingle with recruiters in communication fields, as well as learn about different internships and jobs. Professional attire is encouraged, and refreshments will also be served. The event is tomorrow from 6 to 7:30 in the Holiday Forum of the LSU Journalism Building. Want to get groovy? The Student Activities Board is hosting its annual Silent Disco. SAB has partnered with Students on Target for the second year in a row to plan Silent Disco before grooving on the grounds. SAB President Jordan Hicks says the scheduling gives students the vibe of attending a music festival. Come equipped with your Tiger card, and if you bring a guest, make sure they have a valid form of ID. Students will receive headphones with different DJs to listen to according to what music they like. Hicks says Silent Disco has become more popular over the years.
Last year we had around 800, 850 or so. Since it was so successful, we expect that number to grow. So probably around 900.
You can join the dance party tomorrow night at 8 in the Cotillion Ballroom due to inclement weather. To stay up to date on SAB events, make sure to visit their Facebook and Twitter pages. Hello Dolly is coming to LSU. Emmy Award-winning actress Sally Struthers from All in the Family and Gilmore Girls headlines the show as strong-willed Dolly Levi. Levi travels to New York to play matchmaker while performing legendary songs like Put On Your Sunday Clothes and Before the Parade Passes By. Tickets are $20 for students. You can catch the show this Sunday at 7:30 at the Student Union Theater. That's all I have for this week for your Campus Watch. I'm Jennifer Vance. Back to y'all at the desk.
Thanks, Jennifer. Daredevils accused of parachuting off One World Trade Center are in a heap of trouble from authorities. 3 base jumpers and an alleged accomplice were arrested Monday after performing the stunt last fall. ABC correspondent Dave Evans spoke with 2 of them.
Everybody have a safe, good jump.
It is a jaw-dropping view from the top of the World Trade Center site, and then they plummet to the street below, their dark parachutes unfurling behind them.
Everybody has their thing. This is our thing.
After a short prayer and the jump, they glide through lower Manhattan, reaching a deserted street. They quickly hide the parachute. So how'd they get in? Well, Brady used to work construction at the site.
We found a spot where the cameras were not picking up, and there happened to be a hole in the fence there as well.
The men were charged with a variety of felony crimes, including burglary and trespassing. It was back on September 30th in the early morning hours when 3 men got to the top of the tallest building in the nation, 1,776 feet tall, the World Trade Center Tower, and jumped. A 4th man remained on the ground, acting as a lookout. But now, security's a big worry at the site. Just last week, a 16-year-old got through a hole in a fence at the site and also got to the top of the tower, snapping photos.
In no way did we intend to disrespect the police, the city, the victims of 9/11.
The jumpers say they never meant to go public with their stunt. It was supposed to be just for them. Police, though, used a snippet from a nearby security camera to help break the case.
It's 6 months after the fact, and we were a little bit shocked that they spent that much time and energy continuing to pursue something that they knew was not a terroristic act.
But the police are being serious about this. After all, the nearby museum commemorating 9/11 opens in just a few weeks.
It looks like it will be a large consequence for a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
I literally cannot believe they did that.
Me neither.
That's incredible. But when we come back, weather forecaster Christian Bennett will let us know what we can experience for the rest of our week. Don't go away.
Thursday, it's going to warm up, but unfortunately the weather is not going to be nice. We'll have highs of 73 degrees with lows of 65 degrees, but this raise in temperature is going to be marred by an 80% chance of rain later in the day and 17 miles per hour wind. The rest of this week is looking considerably better though. Friday, we'll have a chance of isolated thunderstorms, but once that passes, we're looking at temperatures in the 70s and partly cloudy skies for the weekend. That's your forecast, LSU. Keep watching Tiger TV for your most up-to-date forecast and post your weather pictures to Instagram with the hashtag TigerTVWeather.
Thanks, Christian.
Make sure to check out the KLSU fundraiser from 7 a.m. to 1 a.m. It ends Sunday. That's all the time we have for you today. You can catch our full shows online at tigertv.tv or on our YouTube channel. And you can check our Facebook and Twitter for the latest.
And as always, thanks from all of us here at Newsbeat, and have a great night.